Hi folks, and welcome again to the ferrule channel from the lovely sunny woods. And this is part 2 of my hiking stuff video, and in this video I want to show you how to fit a tip on your hazel hiking stuff. And the reason why we do this is because obviously the tip gets a lot of abuse, because you probe the surface of the ground, and you lean on it, and there are rocks and a lot of stuff, and so the wood can split. You can fire harden it. It doesn't get harder, it just gets more resistant to tear and wear. That's actually another topic for another video. It's not that simple. But on the other hand, it could provide you with a little bit more wear resistance. But if you are cutting a hazel in the first and cutting a stick in the first, you can as well do it right first time. And well, I really can recommend, if you are not capable of having a shop or a blacksmith around your parts, the best thing is get a blacksmith to make yourself a really durable tip that is maybe even tempered and stuff. And the second best thing is you can get aftermarket staff tips like that. I don't know if you can see this. That's not too expensive. This one is a really old one that I got relatively cheap still. They are actually a little bit more expensive these days. You have to look that the tip is a little bit smaller than your stick, so that it doesn't look that way. That said, times being as they are, it is probable that you might be in want of just ordering something from your local shop. I recommend you use your local shops because small businesses are actually freedom. Another topic for another video. And the internet, well, we all know how it is, and times being as they are, great that you can order it from the internet. And I think if you are based in the US, a ragweed forge might be a nice shop to get them from. I don't know, but I think they will order them. It's a little bit mean of me, because actually I think they are manufactured in Germany. But that's not my intention. But things being as they are, it is also probable that you can't simply order them, so you have to make do. And my grandfather and granduncle, they make that all the time. And the most simple thing you can do is something like this. This is, I don't know if you can see this. It's just a really quick thing I made to show you that you can even be on a lookout in the forest, because over there is, unfortunately, I might have to say, a farmer's dump, and they disposed of ages ago. It's not nearly a century ago or something. They disposed of junk there, and they just buried it in the ground. It was out of sight, and that was about it. So, and I found an old can, and what I did bring is this little shears, really may come really handy. And if you are not going ultralight, or you are not have to look out for every gram, then I can recommend that you get yourself some. I got this on the flea market, that cheap, and I think it was 1.5 euros. It was next to nothing. They can come in really handy. This is just a simple thing. You can make this by cutting out a circle and cutting out a section, and to make something like this you need less than a half circle, and then you just simply fold it into shape, and you can put it on your staff tip. And what my grand uncle and my grandfather did, they put a little nail into here and some nail inside the wood, and they just removed the tip of the nail because it was going to shit anyway. And you could simply take out the nail if it was worn down, and that just like that you had a really valuable tip. It's not as durable as other possibilities to mount a shaft, mount a staff, and but it will do in a pinch, and it is holds up surprisingly well. This is really shitty, rusty metal. If you keep your tuna cans or something, you can find pretty decent material for something like that. So, and you can also make clothespins with the metal, and it is a valuable resource actually. And those old conkers, they kept everything. And I can remember when I cleared up the household of my late grandfather, and I was going through his shop, and there was stuff like that everywhere. And well, that said, at the same dumpster site, but some time ago, I found this here, and this is a piece of copper tubing, and what I did was I heated to dark red and quenched it in water so it becomes soft. You need to do this in order to work it properly, and then I cut out sections from one side in order to make it more conical. And well, this is what I want to mount to show you. And all you need is some sort of a baton. It might even be beneficial for the process, because if you use a hammer, you can ruin your piece. And you see, I am really whacking this down, and it doesn't matter if the shavings are coming off. That's actually, and now I'm going all the way around. Needs some time, but getting there. I need to put it on the stump here. Like that, and you're left with something like this. you can clean this up, as it was just really fast and crappy job I did, because I'm in the woods and I don't have a lot of implements with me, and you can simply adjust this. Keep in mind that if you are working the metal, it gets harder again, so you might want to remove it altogether and quench it again, bring it up to a temper and then quench it again, so that you can that it becomes more malleable again. It will really do already. It's just not beautiful. It's just a rather quick and dirty job I did, and can remove a little bit of material in order to make it fit a little bit better. And don't close this thingy all the way down, because you might want to put some sort of a spike in, and this will be like that, closing it up, and this will be sitting in the middle. If you put that spike into the middle, you should put on that spike into the middle, and you can simply whack a nail or a screw in. Then you close that around the screw or the nail or what have you, and then you can solder it shut, and you have a rather weatherproof walking staff tip. But even as is, it would last you, well, at least a couple of months. And good thing is you can always remove the ferrule and repair it. It's not that permanent. If you want, you can also put a nail through the ferrule in order to keep it more shut, more close to the stick. I'm fumbling for words a little bit, sorry. What I'm doing now is removing the shavings that arose when I whacked it on, and I need to clean up these little shavings, because they could lead to a little bit of tear on the stuff, and just adjusting a little bit, using a surface again, to adjust, and so forth. You want to make sure it's halfway decently closed, and so that there is not too much grime gathering up in there. What you can do is you can soak the stick beforehand in resin, or even some wood glue would do fine, or epoxy. Epoxy is obviously permanent, but if that doesn't bother you, then fire away, go nuts. And yeah, that's it. Just like that, you put a tip on your staff, and it is in for some for service already. And now, when you have done this, you can make it your own. And this is the case for this is a topic for the next video, where I can show you how to carve something into it. I'm not quite sure what exactly to do with it, but look at this. This might come along nicely. Don't know. I am not quite sure whether I leave the bark on, which is a little bit of extra protection against the elements, and but I'm thinking about it. It's not going anywhere, and as usual, I do a little bit of gymnastics just to entertain you. And for the short, of course, because people love martial arts, and so this isn't martial art, by the way, this is gymnastics, actually, because, well, I'm not claiming that I'm a martial artist, and most people would really love my mobility or what have you. It's just for fun. It's just I'm doing this all the time because it's fun, not because I want to whack anyone. And this is actually a nice thing to do in the woods. It's a little bit of a dance, you know. It's good for your soul. You gets your mind off things, and well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed my goofy video again, and stay tuned for the next part of the video. Well, maybe I got some ideas. I'm not feeling quite inspired right now, but I think that will turn out all right. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. As I said already, I like your sub, and I like the next guy. But I'm not a professional, so but you will get notifications, as I believe. So that's it. I will sit down a bit, have a little bit of chaga tea, enjoy the sun a little bit more, and maybe craft something for myself. And take care, and see you next time. Bye.